What is up guys, so today I'll be talking about a couple of things I'm personally looking forward to in TBC Classic, to hopefully just get you guys hyped for TBC. Personally, I'm really hyped for TBC Classic. I know I'm going to have a great time, and there's lots of things changing from Classic WoW going into TBC that I want to talk about today. Before I get into the main video though, I've actually been lucky enough to get 10 more TBC Beta Keys from Blizzard to give away to my community, and here's how I can win one of them. Simply leave a comment down below about what you are looking forward to in TBC Classic. It can be anything really, just something you are looking forward to. I'll be drawing all of the winners live on Twitch in 24 hours, meaning you have 24 hours to join the giveaway, so time is of the essence. You don't have to tune into the live stream to actually win. I will contact you through YouTube, and therefore it would be great if you have some type of contact info on your YouTube page, so I can contact you. A couple of things to note: if you do win a key, you cannot give it away or sell it. That key needs to be activated into your own Battle.net account. You also don't have to be subscribed or anything to join. Obviously, if you do enjoy my content and want to subscribe, that's great, and I really appreciate all of the support you guys are giving me, but it's not required to join the giveaway. All you have to do is leave a comment down below about what you're looking forward to in TBC, and you are good to go. So with that being said, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's go. The first thing I'm personally looking forward to is flying mounts. I know this is an obvious one, but personally I'm just really looking forward to being able to move between locations at a faster speed, as well as being able to enjoy the view from the sky. I also just really enjoy gold farming, in which case having flying just makes it feel so much better to farm. For example, herbalism mining, because you can farm a lot more units per hour, because you move around faster. Next up, the world itself is a lot smaller, which I actually think is a great thing. In Classic WoW we had 50 different zones where people could be, either farming gold or just straight up leveling, so basically the entire player base was spread across 50 different zones. In TBC that pretty much changes, because 99% of the player base will be in Outland, which only has 7 zones, which means players will be a lot more clustered together, and you will see more players in the open world on a day-to-day basis, unless people just log on and stay inside dungeons 24/7, but you get my point. The launch day itself is going to be fantastic, and personally I love MMO launches in general. There's nothing quite like calling in vacation time from work to sit in front of your computer for 16 hours a day and play a video game, especially one like Classic WoW, or in this case Classic TBC, where you also have that nostalgia kicking in at the same time. The race to max level is something I've always enjoyed, and I remember I kept switching in between multiple speedrunner POVs on Twitch back at Classic WoW's launch to keep an eye on their progress, and to witness the world first level 60 moment. And even if you don't enjoy the race to level 60, simply watching streamers play through the content or playing through it yourself on launch day is just a fantastic feeling in my opinion, and I cannot wait for the launch of TBC. The Burning Crusade also brings with it daily quests, which might not actually be brand new for TBC, as we do have a couple of them in Classic WoW as well, but they're usually tied to holiday events. But in TBC we get several different daily quests, some for just gold and reputations, some for dungeons, and others for professions such as fishing and cooking. It is not insane or even interesting really, but if you're interested in, for example, the Isle of Quel'Danas, and getting that reputation, those daily quests gives you a reason to log into the game every day, which is something I've been missing from Classic WoW. And I don't know about you, but another thing, or another change I'm really looking forward to in TBC Classic, is the meta change when it comes to playable quad classes within the raiding environment. Gone are the days of having 20 to 30 warriors in a raid group, and gone are the days of mages being the kings of gold farming. Within raiding you will see a significant class change, as many warriors will change to the next flavor of the month, or I guess flavor of the expansion, which is warlocks and hunters. But even in this case you won't see groups with 20 or 30 warlocks, or 20 or 30 hunters, because TBC is all about group synergy, and bringing as many different classes and specs as possible, for as many group or raid bonuses as possible. For example, while warlocks deal more damage than a boomkin, you will want a boomkin within a raiding environment for the boomkin aura, as well as the innervate ability. Also, while Warlocks deal more damage than a Shadow Priest, you also want a Shadow Priest in a raid group for the mana battery function so people can regain mana somewhat passively. When it comes to gold farming as well, you will see many other classes than mages being able to farm gold at minimum the same efficiency as a mage, but in certain scenarios even better than a mage, which also shifts up the gold farming meta, which I think is a very welcome change. Rogues can for example stealth run in dungeons and farm chests, which might be insanely lucrative at the beginning of the expansion, because you can get rare and epic items and recipes. Protection Paladin can also make a bunch of gold from AoE farms, specifically Stratholm and Skolo, but even other AoE farms as well. Druids will also be good for mob tagging and herbalism and mining gold farming, and you can even farm gold as an engineer by hunting gas clouds and extracting motes from those gas clouds. Also, Arenas baby! New PvP system, no more grinding battlegrounds 24/7, and quitting your job just to get rank 14, you can now get your rank without completely no-lifing it. Don't get me wrong, you still need to grind a lot and arenas do require a ton of skill, but in general I absolutely love the idea of arenas, and I think 2 vs 2 and 3 vs 3 is a lot more fun than battlegrounds. In a 2 vs 2 and 3 vs 3, your personal efforts is a lot more meaningful than in a 10v10, and I'm really looking forward to play some arenas in TBC, as well as watch some arena tournaments. I already watched the Asmon Gold Invitational Arena Tournament, and that was a lot of fun as well, and based on that, it seems like TBC Arenas is insanely fast-paced, which I absolutely love. One more thing I have to talk about is Professions, because while Professions in general don't change too much for TBC, there is a lot more focus on Professions, and TBC builds upon what made Professions great in Classic WoW, and makes it even better. Basically, what they do is try to make every profession important, and makes choosing your profession a meaningful choice. Blacksmiths can for example make very strong weapons that are bound on pickup, and require weaponsmithing to craft, as well as you can also go armorsmith and craft bound on pickup armor instead. Tailors can also make really strong cloth gear, and leatherworkers can make really strong leather and mail gear. Basically, they're tying professions into class identity, or player identity, and for example, instead of being just a mage, you are now a mage with tailoring, if that makes sense, because there's going to be quite a big difference between a mage without tailoring and a mage with tailoring, because the craftable items you get from tailoring is actually really strong. Next up, Heroic Dungeons. I'm a big fan of Heroic Dungeons, and always have been. There's just something awesome about having more difficult versions of a dungeon you did while leveling, that you can still go back and redo at max level, at increased difficulty, and that's something I really missed in Classic WoW because the level 60 experience was pretty much always going into UBRS and maybe farm some Stratholm or Skolomans, then go into raiding, while in TBC you can go back and redo leveling dungeons in heroic difficulty to farm your pre-abyss items, and because of the daily quest you might even want to keep doing 1 heroic dungeon per day throughout the expansion as well. So there it is guys, a couple of things I'm personally looking forward to in TBC Classic, and to be honest I'm just so hyped about this expansion. This is the one expansion I pretty much missed out on when I was young, and I can't wait to actually experience it. I plan on doing a 48-hour live stream on Twitch when the expansion finally does come out, so feel free to follow me on Twitch, or join my Discord to chat with me over there as well. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below about what you are looking forward to in TBC to join the TBC Beta Giveaway. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, leave a like, leave a sub, and I'll see you again very soon.